Hey, what's up? This is Brandon, owner of the Invader Pet channel and creator of the webcomic Pet Projects. I'm really super excited because last night I got to meet Stefan Pastis, the creator of Pearls Before Swine. He was having an appearance at the Pantages Theater here in Tacoma, Washington. I got to ask him a question, and I also got a my photo taken with him. You can see that on my Twitter account. You're probably wondering, what is this? I saw a title there, Bugs Bunny and his sunburnt ears. What does this have to do with anything? Well, it doesn't really. I just wanted to brag about that. Sorry. Anyway, I was going through my old childhood books and all that, and I came across this book here called Bugs Bunny and his Sunburnt Ears. And I remember reading this as a kid, and you look at some of these old Looney Tunes books that were made for kids, and they don't really follow the format of the Looney Tunes shorts. They kind of go their own way. A lot of people talk about how the Looney Tunes show, the one that Cartoon Network made a few years ago, how it had them living in a neighborhood and that they were like neighbors and they were like friends or enemies or something like that. Friends kind of like how humans would be in real life in a neighbor, friends or enemies or something like that. And people complain that that was a terrible idea and a stupid idea, but the idea really isn't that new. The Looney Tunes living in a city and being neighbors like humans and things like that. Some of the old comic books from the 70s did that, and some of the children's books did too. This is one of them. The story is about Bugs going on a vacation, and he's uh, filling out his suitcase full of carrots, which will not go bad during his trip at all. And he stays out in the sun too long, he gets his ears sunburnt. And he gets a call from his doctor telling him he's got to stay home. And basically what happens is, and this is the part that cracks me up about, looking back, what cracks me up about these children's books with the Looney Tunes is that the Looney Tunes are like chums, they're like old friends. It's funny. I like how the Daffy, Porky, Elmer, they just come down Bugs' rabbit hole like, oh, hey, you're going on vacation. Cool. Let's hang out for a little bit. I especially love the fact that Elmer is there. God. I don't know why. I just think that's funny. I mean, in the cartoons, you see Elmer hunting Bugs and trying to kill him, and here he's like a friend of his, and here he's even suggesting that Bugs carry an umbrella to keep his son out of the ears. So Elmer's not only like a friend, he's trying to be helpful. Uh, it's just one of those things, like in the cartoons, Elmer's like this guy that wants to hunt rabbits, and he's usually trying to basically shoot and kill Bugs. In here, he's just really nice and chummy and all that. Elmer is bipolar. So anyway, and a little later on in the story, Bugs gets an idea to go to a sporting event or sport equipment store, and he finds the socks, and he's gonna basically, he gets the idea to pull them over his ears and wear socks on his ears. Now, here's something that I always noticed as a kid, and a few other people have noticed it too, like Matthew Hunter, who owns the Miscellaneous website, where they post like kind of odd Looney Tunes related things like that. Who does this look like? Come on, who does that look like to you? Huh? Don't really know? Okay, give me a hint. Zoinks! That was a horrible impression. Look, it's Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Look at that. I'm not even playing around. That is Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. It's like, that was deliberate. It's like a copyright-friendly cameo. Look at that. God. He's only missing, like, the chin whiskers there. But anyway, yeah, and the funny thing is, this is years before Warner Brothers, I think, actually bought the ownership rights for Scooby-Doo. And, many years before Scooby-Doo and Shaggy actually made a cameo in Looney Tunes Back in Action, which is a little controversial with some people. Uh, so yeah, that's how the story ends, with Bugs pulling the socks over his ears, and that's how he's going to spend his vacation. I like how Elmer says that he might start a trend with his rabbit friends. Again, going back to the whole... Hey, by the way, I got to ask, is Elmer pointing at Bugs here? I mean, I assume that's what he's doing, but I don't know. This is something I even noticed as a kid. I swear it looks like he's, like, tickling Porky's nephew there. Like, eh? Speaking of Porky, where is he in this shot? Huh. Guess he took off. I guess he realized that this was a horrible story and said, you know what, I'm not being paid enough to be a part of this. Oh, you know what, he's on the final illustration there. So they just forgot about him on that one page. So it's not a weird, nostalgic book from your childhood. It's just, I think it's mostly weird just for the whole idea that the Looney Tunes are like friends in these early childhood books and things like that. And if you can find some of these old Looney Tunes books, you should give them a read, because they're humorous, but only for the fact that they're so out of character. They don't act the way they do in the cartoons. It's so weird. I don't know if the people who made these books had really seen the cartoons, or if they were told to make the Looney Tunes a little friendlier, less violence. I mean, I guess this book was made around the time, well, like way after the time where they were trying to be mindful of kids. This book was made in I don't know if you can see that because of the clarity, but it was copyrighted in 1990, which coincides with Bugs Bunny's 50th anniversary, or at least the 50th anniversary of A Wild Hare. Oh, Warner Brothers, I just showed a copyright date. Oh no! But yeah, so it's yeah, but if you can find these, like if you can find these in Goodwill or places like that, just I mean, even if you don't plan on buying them, just read through them. It's kind of funny. It's humorous for the out of character level and the just the wow, the Looney Tunes don't really act much like the Looney Tunes. They're like best buds. They're like neighbors and all that. Uh, but also I wanted to make this video to show that the Looney Tunes show, them with neighbors and things like that, that idea wasn't new. And if you hate that show, think of it as like an animated adaptation of these comic books or these children's books. Um, it may not really help. I thought the Looney Tunes show was okay. I liked the music videos and, there were CGI Roadrunner shorts, but other than that, it was kind of eh. Not horrible, but not great either. And I still have not seen the new Wabbit show that premiered, I think, today. But Matthew Hunter, speaking of him, he spoke about it on the That's Not All Folks, the Warner Brothers Cartoons Facebook group. If you can find that on Facebook, you should join that if you're a Looney Tunes fan. There's a whole bunch of other Looney Tunes fans there that you can chat with, and a lot of historical stuff gets posted. And so yeah, and I am going to Disneyland here shortly. Yay, it's my second time going there. I am stoked about going to the Haunted Mansion and seeing the Hatbox Ghost. Okay, and I am going off topic. I met Stefan Passis, the creator of Pearls of Force Swine, last night. No, I said that already. Sorry. Okay, I am all out of stuff to talk about. Really, I just wanted to talk about this book here and show it off and talk about how weird it is. And when I will be, hopefully when I get back from my vacation, I will be doing another I Just Watched video. That's a series that I'm going to try and do. I did MST3K the movie, and I'm going to try and do more. But anyway, I hope everyone's having a good September. And the next time I post a video, it'll likely be October, and that'll be Halloween season. Yay! So I will see you all later, and just a word of warning, when Halloween comes, you're going to see a whole bunch of people dressed as minions. That's a heads up. Later.